So I'm not waiting. Well, look, I was just gonna say I'm not waiting on anybody, and I already see people in here. I did disable the chat so you won't be able to talk to me because I can't moderate the trolls and I don't have a moderator. But thank you for popping in and listening to my impromptu talk. As you see, I'm on the road. Y'all see these trees? The trees that are down my freaking cord. I don't know if y'all see the trees down. Look. And it's been like that this whole ride. This is from, of course, Hurricane Helene that came up this way well, this part of the highway where I'm at now. But yeah, I thought I was gonna stay and hunker down, and hubby came home and was like, no, you will not be staying and hunkering down. Like, not at all. He's like, not you or my boys. So I'm in the car with my two youngest ones, and we are headed out. We're about an hour away from our destination. We're going further north into Florida. Not that bad. It was supposed to be like a 4-hour drive. It turned into 5 because of traffic. But you know, I'm from Miami, so I know how to mop this shit. I was on the freaking, I mean, they opened the left shoulder, but I guess some people were scared to drive it. But I'm in here. My hubby calls his truck Aries. I was in his truck. I'm in his truck. So, you know, they gonna get out my way, okay? And I'm not scared of nothing because this thing is a tank. So, I was riding the shoulder. I was like, we finna get where we gotta go. But yeah, we are evacuating. We're headed out. Hubby is staying home though because he is a man, and as a god, he commanded that he will stay in the home, make sure that everything is okay, and then join me after the storm. My eldest boy, and some family will be with him. But yeah, I disabled the chat for anyone else coming in. I disabled the chat because I can't moderate the trolls and I don't want to be irked by the comments. But I just wanted to share, like, when everyone's like, okay, Hurricane Milton is a horrible storm. You know, it's a very different storm. The way how it's moving, unpredictable. Yes, I mean, they all are unpredictable. But just the way how this storm is behaving, you know, people are wanting to err on the side of conspiracies, and there's a little bit of that there as well. But for so long, the weather has been manipulated and targeted and changed and switched up in the name of science, in the name of humanitarianism. Is that how you say it? Where they're like, we're going to do this for humanity. You know, just like when they say we got to depopulate, we're doing it for the name of humanity. In their beliefs, it's a righteous behavior. And they're just like, you know, we want to experiment and learn. And this is how they choose to experiment and learn. Now, it affects other people. Yes. And does it suck? Of course it does. Of course it does, right? Because the way how this storm is moving and like some of the stuff that's coming with it, you know, spirit just dropped it right into my consciousness. Like, listen, this is a force of nature because things have to be cleaned out. It's time for it to, you know, the hurricane is unlike any other weather phenomenon because they've learned how to watch it, track it, manipulate it, turn it, right? They love the hurricanes, they love the season. But this late hurricane coming in October, when the energy is very ripe, very thin, right? Some of you may have heard the term, the veil is very thin. It is because there's some work energetically that has to be cleansed. And I've been telling you all, the system is changing. Like, things are crashing, things are, you know, being turned around, and you have to be out with the old. You have to be out with the old. Some people, they have to go. And if this is how they choose to go, this is how they go. But wind carries your messages. It carries your prayers. It is okay. I don't know. It keeps saying reconnecting. But I disabled the chat because I can't deal with the trolls. I can't handle the trolls while I'm driving. So, man. Now it says there's no one in the room, and we just had 10, but the counter is still going. Okay, well, I'm gonna end this video, but basically all I wanted to say is it's a combination of manipulation of Mother Nature doing her work and a human being fucking things up. Okay, oh, there's a reaction. Okay, you all can hear me. Okay, good, I'm still on. Right? Combination of the both. So regardless of that, regardless that you now know bioengineering, other manipulation play a part in this, there's still not a reason to be afraid, right? Even though they're experimenting and doing different things that can be detrimental, that is not a reason to be afraid. Okay, let the system end, let what needs to be cleared out be cleared out, right? I was saying the wind is the breath, it cleanses, but also does the water. And that's what hurricanes do. Hurricanes can produce tornadoes. They produce, they call it storm surges, but it can also be known as like tsunamis in the areas where it's not, you know, used to having that high water. It manipulates the water, which is also cleansing, rebirthing, right? So this hurricane phenomena, what hurricanes do, it's always about destruction, but you have to be able to rebuild as well. You cannot have something new when you are filled up with the old, okay? And for those of you who are just joining me, I disabled the chat so you can't talk back to me. You can hit the reaction, but I'm driving. Hubby made me evacuate with me and my boys. I thought I was going to be hunkered down. He was like, no, ma'am. It was like, this, we might be without power, so no, you need to go. So me and my two youngest ones, we're riding. But yeah, the energy is about cleansing, releasing, right? Replenishing, which is all good. Sorry, y'all hold on a second, because little one is giving me my other phone. Give it to me. What did you do? Yep, little one was giving me my other phone. I guess he turned his cartoons because he liked to push the buttons, but oh well. So no phone for him. Yeah, so don't be afraid, because you are still creator of your reality. And what I was saying about the wind and how it takes your messages, if a lot of you have been praying for change, if you've been praying for righteousness, if you've been praying for the system, for an answer, for things to be cleared out, this can be an avenue of that. You still create your reality even when it seems, you know, doom and gloom, even when it seems bleak, right? I've never evacuated for a hurricane, never. But my husband's like, something in my spirit doesn't sit right, and I'm obedient. I protest a little bit, may give a little resistance, but I'm obedient, right? I'm submissive to my husband. Yes, I am. So I'm backed up, and here I am, right? Making this drive that I don't like driving long distances, but I'm moving this way because I'm doing something different in my life, because I know this shit is for sure different, and I want to experience different things. I don't want things to stay the same. I have been asking for some type of, you know, shakeup. I've been challenging myself a lot lately, right? And pushing myself outside of my perceived comfort zone has been a wonderful challenge. It's been a wonderful challenge for myself. Normally, like, my mother-in-law was like, wait, you're driving? You're gonna make that drive on that boring road? Like, you don't like to long distance drive. I said, I know I don't like to long distance drive, but yet in the last year I drove to Atlanta twice. Like, that's a almost 7 hour ride for me. I never. And now I'm driving through hurricane devastated places, outrun, you know, leaving another hurricane that may be, you know, really devastational to where I live. But still, I hold no fear, because I know this is happening for my greatest alignment, for my greatest good, for me to move into a timeline that I've been asking to move into. So yeah, people, you know, men may manipulate shit, and, you know, that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean that we don't have control, right? Kind of like Dubai having flooding. Like, how's the desert flooding? Because they're water seeding. But because they were water seeding and caused all that rain and all the clouds, Mother Nature was like, oh, you want rain? Oh, you want rain and precipitation here? Okay, let me switch it up. Because despite what we may have been told, Earth always changes. Earth always changes. The ice age is real. You know, the time where there was lava and volcanoes, that was real. It's just the natural cycle, right? Right now it's getting hot. It has nothing to do with global warming. It's just part of Mother's cycle, right? It's just part of the cycle. It's about, well, the sister, right? As Sister Myra says, Sister Earth, Mama Universe, right? But it's part of her cycle. There's different time periods. It's just the way how it goes. That's why water is coming so much, because water is coming into play. There's going to be some parts of land that are no longer going to exist. They're going to be covered with water, and there's going to be beings that are living in the water. Every time when I get popping, I understand, because I showed y'all at the beginning of the video the trees down. I don't know if y'all saw it or not, but yeah. Okay, with these beings that are trapped here, that cannot incarnate out of the dense energy of Earth. They're trapped here. They can't go, you know, their soul cannot move out of this ether. So that's why they like to experiment. That's why they're trying to figure things out. That's why they're testing, you know, going to the moon, right? Where some people will be living on the moon. They've been testing going to Mars, right? They've been testing, trying to figure stuff out, because they're like, man, we've been trapped for so long, but let's see if we can get up out of here. Because Earth is coming to too much of an unstable place, and they'll do anything for their survival. The more hotter it gets, the more it disturbs their soul. They came at a time when Earth wasn't, you know, as hot, where they could move around and manipulate themselves to adapt. But now, no more of that. The crystal children, the rainbow children, Generation X, they came out and they were like, okay, now I'm gonna end soon, but what I was saying is, it's like every time when a moth goes into those like traps and it gets zapped, like zzz, zzz, that's how this frequency being raised, this vibration being raised, feels to their soul. The light is so intense. So that is that. Basically, don't be in Milton, just another weather phenomenon, but you are still in control. It doesn't matter if everyone else you has accepted destruction. If you choose to accept protection, that is what you will have. My house is protected. My family is protected. Those that are close to me in my heart, they are protected, because I said it so. I am goddess. I'm creator. That is me. I am not just made in the image of God. I am God. I am it. Okay? So that is it. That's all that I have for you, wealthy family. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I'm going to go ahead and end on that note. And until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love. Peace.